This is Marnie Pearson with the CreateAWow.com podcast. Our guest today is award-winning small business expert Kendall Summerhawk, also known as the Horse Whisperer for Business. Kendall delivers simple ways entrepreneurs can brand, package, and price their services to quickly move away from dollars for hours work and create more money, time, and freedom in their businesses. She's the author of the book Brilliance Unbridled and many other information products such as How to Charge What You're Worth and Get It. You can get her free audio mini-series on 7 simple steps to create your money and soul multiple streams of income business by visiting www.kendallsummerhawk.com. So you talk about a money speedometer. What's that?
Yeah, I love sharing this. My money speedometer formula. What I was saying earlier was how to charge what you're worth and get it is both an inside job and an outside job. So the money speedometer is more of the inside part. It's one of the ways to understand where our own money limitation is so that we can do something about it. So basically, here's how it works, and I'll just tell you this story really quickly here. We're all familiar with cars that have cruise control on them, and you set the cruise control at a certain speed, and then the car goes on its own. Well, if the car is going down the hill, it naturally wants to speed up, and the cruise control kicks in and says, oh, no, you can't do that. I'm going to keep you at 55 miles per hour. Or if you're going up a hill, the car wants to lag, and the cruise control kicks in and says, oh, no, I'm going to give you some gas so you can maintain 55 miles per hour. And that's where you've set the cruise control. Well, the same is true internally with each of us. We each have our own internal, what I call our money speedometer, a set point that each of us has. It's set to a particular number, and if we're not making enough money, often what will happen is we'll reach a point where we go, oh my gosh, I've got to do something about that, and we give ourselves a kick in the butt, and we do something to make some money. But this is the fascinating thing, Marnie, is that likewise, if we start to make more money and we surpass that internal comfort place, that set point, something inside of us subconsciously kicks in and says, oh, no, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not comfortable with you at this point making more money. I'm going to do something to make sure that that doesn't continue. And we see this evidenced in people's lives in some form of sabotage, car breaks, some unexpected big bill, or clients drop, or whatever it is, things happen. And those can look like external events, but I don't believe that they are. I believe that what's happening is that business owner's internal money speedometer has been triggered. And it's our subconscious is saying, nope, sorry, not comfortable, I'm not going to let you go here. So the money speedometer then, what you want to do is you want to be able to know what that number is and then to reset it. So would you like me to share the formula for that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a tiny bit of math, but it's really simple. So what you want to do is you want to look at how much money you have brought in per month for the last 12 months. So month by month, counting backwards by 12 full months, how much did you bring in? And brought in from all sources. Your clients, affiliate commission checks, I get tithed by a lot of clients, which is really a surprising and beautiful blessing, so that counts. I mean, all of it counts. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And even if somebody is in working their business part-time, because that often happens, and they've got a regular job, include your salaried income along with your business income. So you look at how much you've brought in per month for the last 12 months. You choose out the 5 highest grossing months. So out of the last 12, what are the 5 months that were the highest? And you see what those are. You add up those 5 months worth of income, and then you divide by 5. So you add up the 5 highest and divide by 5. And what this is going to give you is your high dollar average for the last year. It's going to give you your high dollar average. That is where your money speedometer is set to. And unless a person does something consciously to change it, I can check back in with them a year later. I'll bet you money that they're about the same place, plus or minus 10%. So once you know the number, you can say, okay, great, well, what do I want to do about this? And my advice is very simple. What I coach my clients to do is to set a new number. And I recommend that you choose a new number that, it's definitely an increase and feels like a stretch, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. It doesn't feel terrifying. It feels doable. So if somebody comes to me and says, okay, Kendall, my number is $5,000. That's my high average. Okay, fine. And I'm just making these numbers up. And they say, my new number is $50,000. Well, that could work. I haven't actually seen that work. It could work if the person really feels that's doable. I like to have people choose numbers that create more of a stepping stone for them. So if somebody's at $5,000, I might say to them, or, ask them what their new number is and go for like $7,000 or $8,000 or $9,000 or something like that. It just needs to feel doable, and it needs to feel exciting, and it needs to feel like a stretch.
Do you have people look at what they net or what they gross?
It's a great question. I have them look at what they gross because I want them to create a lot of very high positive energy around this with absolutely zero restriction or constriction. And I'll tell you what happens, Marnie, is that people start, and this happened to me, by the way, several years ago, and I recognized it and changed it. It made a huge difference in my income. People start to discount or limit. They'll say, for example, I brought in this amount of money this month, but some of that was a special commission that I wouldn't normally get. And you hear that, they start to discount the source of the money or the dollar amount. They somehow say, that doesn't really count. And that creates a feeling of limitation. It creates a feeling of constriction. So we don't want that here. We want this to have a feeling of expansion, to feel 100% positive and exciting, that there's absolutely no impediment whatsoever. So that's why I always say it all counts. I don't care where the money came from. It all counts. And that's why I don't have them for this exercise in increasing income. I don't have people look at the net, because in looking at the expenses and doing that subtraction, that can, most of the time, it creates that feeling of constriction, and we don't want that.
Our guest today has been award-winning small business expert Kendall Summerhawk. Visit her online at www.Kendall, that's Kendall, Summerhawk.com.
Our Create a Wow theme song, Mississippi Woman, was written and recorded by Noah Collins. Visit Noah at noahcollinsmusic.com.